All right, M.A.S. movies and shows, and another show you can binge watch. And here we got something, man, for Batman fans, right? But if you're a Batman fan, you probably watch this or not. Now, if you're not a fan of Batman, you could probably still enjoy this show. First, let me go ahead and get to this. The show Gotham here. James Gordon is a rising detective in a dangerously corrupt Gotham City, where his late father was a successful district attorney. Brave, honest, and determined to prove himself, Gordon must navigate the dirty politics of Gotham's justice system, as well as the rise of malevolent villains, including the Penguin, the Riddler, and Catwoman. The series also chronicles the life of young Bruce Wayne, who becomes an orphan when his billionaire parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, are murdered. Gordon becomes a friend of young Bruce as he finds his way toward becoming the iconic Cape Crusader. Okay, uh, Gotham ran for 5 seasons. It ran from 2014 to 2015. Now, here's the thing. This takes place before Batman. All right. Just like I was reading there, Bruce Wayne in this show is actually a kid. He's still a kid. Now, we all seen the movies of Batman. And if you haven't, check them out. But I was gonna say something, but I'll just leave that alone if you haven't seen the Batman movies. But anyway, look, Bruce Wayne in the Batman movies, right? We see him as a kid. We see him when his parents get murdered, and then it fast forwards to him basically being an adult, being Batman. Not in this case. In this case, he's a kid. His parents get murdered, and then you see him, the very next day, and his life and what was going on in his life, and just the whole life of him being a kid, man, after his parents were murdered. Now, the main character, see, that's the thing. Young Bruce Wayne, while he is a character, he's one of the main characters. He is not the main character. Not Charles. The main character is who you see on here. That the actor Ben McKenzie, who plays Commissioner Gordon. Now, you guys know the Batman movie. Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies, he's an old man, right? He's commissioner, but he's an old man. Here, he's actually somewhat of a rookie. He's barely getting in, getting his feet wet, and it's a good show, man. I really enjoy this show. At the same time, I am a fan of Batman, so I really enjoyed it. It's kind of like a prequel, right? If anybody started watching the new Batman ones with Christian Bale, the very first one. Now, people think that The Dark Knight is the first one. That's not the first one. That's actually part two. Batman Begins is the first one with Christian Bale. Now, that is somewhat of a prequel to Batman, yes. But this show is actually even more of a prequel to all that. And a lot of the villains, now it does show villains like Penguin when he's young. It does show the Joker. It does show the Riddler. And they are all young in this show, right? It shows how the Joker became the Joker. It shows how the Riddler became the Riddler. It shows how Penguin became the Penguin. It shows how Penguin was, running around with the mob. It's a very interesting show. Now, here's what I gotta say. Okay, it is a Batman show, so at some point, it does get a little cartoonish. Okay, it does. Once I'm gonna say the first 3 seasons were really good. Getting into the fourth season, it started getting a little cartoonish. I still enjoyed it, but I'm like, come on, man. It started getting just a little too kiddish here now. But nonetheless, man, I really enjoy the show Gotham. Definitely worth watching, especially if you're a fan of Batman. If you're a fan of Batman and have not seen Gotham, make it a point to watch Gotham. If you're not a big fan of Batman, can you still watch and enjoy this show? Yeah, you can, but at some point, you're probably gonna see it and be like, I don't know, it's kind of a little foolish. And that's if you're not a fan of Batman. Now, the show ends. I don't know if I should give it away, but again, Bruce Wayne is not Batman on it. Okay, he's not Batman. So do not go into this show thinking that at some point you're gonna see Batman, because you're not. He's not Batman. And Catwoman is not Catwoman. Catwoman is just a young girl going around the city being a thief. So the only ones that I would say that you do see become a villain, the villain at some point, the Riddler does become the Riddler. Penguin at some point does become Penguin. Heck, even Poison Ivy becomes Poison Ivy. But that's all I'll give you guys, man. I don't want to ruin the show too much. But yeah, if you're thinking you're gonna come on here and eventually see Batman put in some work, not gonna happen. Commissioner Gordon, who you see his face right here, that is the main character. And it's a good show. It really is. So Trucker, M.A.S. movies and shows.